Travel Pro checking in from a park here in Barcelona, Spain. I think it's called like Park Luis Compañías or something like that. And there's all these food stalls and people hanging out. And I just wanted to share it with you guys. And it's going to be a little bit of a frustrating experience for me. And I'll go ahead and show you why in this first food stall right here. So this is a Bangkok, Thailand food station here. And they're selling Thai food and like Thai noodle soup. It's not really exactly Thai I'm looking at. It's a little bit of mix of Asian. But it's a little bit of a struggle for me because I was just in Thailand for like 4 months and then Bali, Indonesia for 2 months. And like they're selling for about $5.50 what would be about $1 just a few weeks ago for me. And the portions are smaller too. So it's a little bit of a frustration. I'm sorry. I just bumped into somebody. It's a little bit of a frustration going from the second, third world with their prices and their quality of food. I got offered a glass of fresh juice, and they wanted $6 for fresh squeezed juice, where back in Bali, Indonesia, I was getting that for about 40 cents. You know, so to eat healthy, it's a challenge in the Western world because healthy food is more expensive, where unhealthy food is cheaper. And that's another thing I find interesting about the Western world. The more I travel, the more I come to an understanding that the Western world, things that you need are more expensive. Food, shelter, clothing, electricity. You know, like things that you simply need, transportation. All that is like way more expensive, like not proportionate to the incomes, I don't think. But things that you don't need they're pretty much fairly priced or cheaper. You know, you go to a country like Ecuador, they have big importation taxes on PlayStation 2 and cameras and phones and stuff like that and technology. But you can get an avocado there for about 20 cents. Here it'd probably be about $3. So it's interesting to keep that in perspective. You know, I traveling for over 16 years has done a lot to my perspective, the way I think, the way I spend money, the way I spend my time, and where I spend my time. And it's, you know, it's this is basically where I'm coming from. Okay, here you go. Fruit from Thailand, lychee nut, €3, which is like $3.50 approximately. For I don't know how much, that little bit right there. Wow. Wow, in Thailand that's about 20 cents. Wow. Yeah, Thailand and Southeast Asia really is my favorite part of the world. After all these years of traveling, hands down, simply because you're like the value for what you get and the quality of food there and housing and everything that you need to live is so affordable, including like massages and everything like that. So this is basically it. It's basically the market. I know I'm rambling on, but I try to make my videos entertaining from the perspective of a long-term budget traveler, which is, you know, not what I set out to become, but it is what I have become. So for those who follow my work and find my stuff interesting, much appreciated. Make sure to follow, upvote, like, share on all the platforms. Big shout out to DTube as always. Travel Pro checking out from Barcelona, Spain. Just to add on to my culture shock to the other video in terms of prices, Asia versus here, you can see that a massage here in Europe and Spain is now a solid 5 or 6 times more expensive. It's €25 versus about $4.50 in places like Pai, Chiang Mai, Bali, Indonesia, all over Laos, Cambodia. So I am kind of having some sort of culture shock here in Spain. I would not exactly call it culture shock. I call it more of sticker shock. Coming from Southeast Asia, and before this I was just in Sofia, Bulgaria. I flew from Sofia here. And I spent 95% of my adult life in second, third world countries that I consider pay less, get more, where it's exactly that, you pay less and you get more. And I do that for a reason, because if I were to live in Spain, I better get my ass a job. and get it fast. Because I can afford to live here on my income through investments and what I do on the computer and everything. Sure, I can afford to live here like a poor person. So, like seeing the massage there for $25 instead of what I was used to paying, which is about $5. Not $25, that's euros. It's more like $30. It's like, all right, check that off the list. Not going to be getting any massages here, that's for sure. So you get the idea. There's parts of the world where you can live really, really well on not much money. And frankly, Spain just is not one of them. Western Europe, the Western countries, the developed countries, the overdeveloped countries, one might say. All right, on that note, Travel Pro checking out.